I'm reading messages. I'm just waiting on everybody to get on here. Takes a second. Oh, I got a glare. I hope it don't get dark, because it's starting to get dark. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. I see a few people on. I was gonna wait till I got home, till I was in a better setting, but I just really couldn't. I needed to come here. If you saw my post earlier today, you saw, hey Karen, that dinner looked scrumptious. What time's supper, girl? Because I'm coming to eat with you. I got beef stew waiting on me. I cooked it yesterday, so it's been cooking like hours, so it's gonna be good because it's slow cooker beef. My lighting is, ooh, it's terrible. Anyway, okay, so the title of this was, Love Yourself Movement. I'm gonna tell you why in just a second. I know I am in the car, but I could not wait to tell you this, okay? So, I shared a picture of myself today, and I challenged all my lady friends to find 3 things that you love about yourself every day for a week. 3 things every day for a week that you, and my makeup actually is on point. You just can't tell because the color is like, my lighting is terrible. Anyway, I got on Lottie. So I posted that earlier. I challenged all my girlfriends to, every day for 7 days, I want you to look in the mirror. I want you to look at yourself, and I want you to share say 3 things that you love about yourself. 3 things, okay? And it's hard. And I'm going to tell you where this came from, this movement, this Love Yourself movement. I saw a video yesterday that was very powerful to me, and it spoke to my soul. All right, Dove did a campaign, body wash, skincare, Dove did a campaign here a while back recently, and asked women, do you love yourself? What do you think the percentage, and this is going to blow your mind. Hey, Brianna, this is going to blow your mind because it blew my mind. Okay, how many of those women do you think said they loved themselves when asked? Because when you find out, you're gonna need to sit down because you're gonna fall out. Because I was like, what? 4% when polled by Dove, okay? When I asked, 4% of women said they loved theirself. 4%. I mean, first I was blown away, and then I was really, really, really sad because I have daughters. What have we done to our women? What has our culture? Seriously, you know what it is? You know why we don't? Because we're not stick thin, because our skin's not perfect. Well, mine's perfect. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, it is the image of a woman that we have in our heads. It's true. You think you're not good enough because you don't have a size 2 waist, or you're whatever. It's just craziness, because it just really broke my heart. So 4% of women love themselves. That's got to change. That's got to change. That should have changed yesterday. And then, okay, so I went from, there was a gamut of emotions. It was like, at first it just blew me away. And then I was really sad. But then I was pissed off. Because women have so much to offer. We do so much. I mean, for crying out loud, the human race would be over if it wasn't for women pushing babies out. Really, seriously, we do so much that we don't give ourselves credit for, or that no one else does either, okay? And I'm over it. I'm over it. Like, women, okay, yes, she was, honey. Marilyn Monroe was a thick, by the today's standard, an average woman is okay, when you hear this, I know it's going to be shocking for some of y'all. An average woman is supposed to be a 12 to a 14. Did you hear me? Okay. That's what I am. So you know what? I'm going to own it. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. I'm over this culture of, and that's what it is. We beat women down so much. You know, they don't get paid the same. They can't be powerhouses. Baloney. But who said that? Who said that? And why, as women, have we been buying this junk? Seriously. Who said that I can't make as much of a living as a man? Who said that I can't run a company? Who said that? Seriously. And it really has. And I think it's our culture. We've always been raised that there's a certain place for women. And it means, we're supposed to be barefoot and I'm over it. Like, seriously. But here's the thing. 4% of women say they love themselves. That's 96% of women do not love themselves. If that doesn't rip your heart out, and especially if you have daughters, you think that it's bad for us? Wait until your daughters become grown women. That's what scares the bejeezers out of me. No, not this mama. I'm teaching mine. I'm telling y'all, I'm teaching my girls that they can breathe fire. And I am going to tell them that I don't care. You don't have to depend on a man. You don't have to depend on someone else's opinion to make you who you are, because it's crap. And it just makes me mad. I'm getting my blood pressure. I'm starting to sweat, y'all. My blood pressure's like I can feel my heartbeat in my side of my head. But seriously, it just really, so I went through this and I was like, at first I was sad because I have daughters. Then I was like, blown away. Well, I was blown away first because I couldn't believe it was 4% of women. That only 4% of women love themselves. I'm surrounded by these women all day long, and I mean, I just love them to death, and I don't understand it. I don't understand how we've become this as a culture. I mean, 4% of women. Seriously, what in the And so I was blown away by that number. Then I was sad. Then I was pissed off. I was like, you know what? That ain't cool with me, y'all. I ain't cool with it. I don't like it. And here's the thing. It's up to us to change it. It's up to us to change it. It don't have self-love, and this is something I'm learning with my journey here at Limelight by Alcone. Self-love can start today. Self-love is not you are not wrapped up in what happened to you yesterday or when you were 10 and I lived that life. Up until a few months ago, I lived the life of a broken mother, wife, daughter, woman. I did. Because I was like, my father doesn't want me. Because he didn't. But you know what? There's only so far you can go with that. Seriously. You can either be a wine bag and think that so what? You know what? His loss. He's the one losing out, not me. And it's time for the tables to turn, women. It's time for us to rise up and take what we deserve, which is equal pay, just as much responsibility, just as much power. This country was built on the backs of women. Do you hear me? Where you think men got all this great ideas from? They sure didn't get it from themselves. They got it from their wife. I'm telling y'all. Y'all think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you the truth. You always hear, don't you? Do you not? Do you not see where it says every good man has a good woman? Or every successful man is because of their hello? Where do you think they get it from? They didn't get it from themselves. Come on. We give them way too much credit and I'm over it. Like My husband's not like that. Like, he treats me with the utmost respect. We're equal in our house. But there's still a lot of guys or whatever that don't feel that way, that don't treat their women like that. And I told him when I started this journey, my goal is to make enough money that you don't have to work, because he's always been the breadwinner, because it's just the way it is. Men get paid more. It's a fact. I worked in surgery for 10 years, okay, as a scrub tech. I was educated, I was knowledgeable, I was good at what I did. And I didn't make as much money as a dude scrub because he was a dude. It had nothing. He could be fresh out of school, and because he was a dude, he made more money. Simply because he was a dude. Now, that's stupid. That's just stupid. Like, seriously, you should get paid your worth because you're good, because you're worth it, not because of your sexuality or your sex. You're like, whether you're a dude or a girl. I'm so worked up I can't even talk. This stuff just really gets to me. When I saw that, when I heard that, when they did that interview and they said 4% of women, only 4% of women, that means that this world is full of 96% of women in this world do not love themselves. What in the... And you know what? It comes from our culture and what we see and what's been put into us, and what... I'm telling you, it's sad. It's gut-wrenching that I wish that we could do a survey on men, because I tell you what, I bet you'd be the other way around. I bet you 94% of them will be like, I'm a hump. Look at my muscles, and I make money, and I'm a worker. It would be just the opposite. It would be 94% of men would say that they did love their self, okay, because that's just how they are. But no, I'm kidding. But, and then here we are, the other, and we gave birth to them. They came from a woman. Do you hear me, people? Is this clicking with anybody? Seriously, because there would be nobody in this world if not for a woman to push them out. Seriously, carry them for 9 months. I mean, we have got to start waking up, people. Women, we got to start waking up. We got to start waking up and rising up. The power to be great is in you. It don't have nothing to do with your neighbor, your mama, your daddy, your childhood. I mean, you can wallow in that. Seriously, you can, because I've done it. I've done it. I'm telling y'all. I've wallowed in the I was born with a lamp, and my dad left, and we were poor, and we steal our own power. The words we speak, I have created that in my life because I spoke it and lived it for years. But you know what? Not no more. Nope. You know what? I am a daughter of a father. You know what? A king of kings. Do you hear me? It wasn't by mistake. My life was not a mistake. It wasn't by mistake. It's not a mistake that I'm sitting here talking to you right now. It was by design, okay? And all the stuff that you have in you that you think is negative is your power. It's your power. Use it. Use it. Stop wallowing in it. Stop. Oh, poor me. Poor Bridget. She was born with one leg shorter than the other. Yep, you know what? I was. But you know what else? When I walk into a room now, I put my shoulders back. I hold my head up. Let them stare. I do this. I do the princess wave. I go, hey, girl, hey. Because you know what? This is exactly where I was supposed to be. This is what I was born to be and do. I'm sorry, y'all. I done lost my breath. But I really am. This hurt my heart because 4% of women love themselves. When asked, 4% of women. And it's because It's because of what we see. It's because of what we hear. But it's also because of what we're putting in ourselves. It's because we go, well, look at Kylie Jenner's lips. My lips ain't like that. No, but look, my lips are fire, okay? They ain't like all that and whatever, but they're mine. They're mine. They're mine. And I'm going to start rocking it. I'm over it. I'm over being a victim. I'm over that 4% business. I'm over it. I'm over my daughters. My daughters say it sometimes, and they're real thin. They're tiny. Oh, I'm getting big. I'm gaining weight. Girl, get out of here. I mean, you're a size 2. Please. You know? And it is social media and society, because everybody you see. But here's the thing. It's fake. It is. I just spit on the window. It is fake, though, seriously. Because they're airbrushed to the wazoo. And they're photoshopped. And it's their way. That's not reality. That's not. It's not. So stop it. Stop looking at that crap. Stop comparing yourself with that whoever that you see. You're good enough. You understand me? I'm good enough. You're good enough. We're good enough. And if we don't stop this and rise up as women together, our daughters are going to be in a world of mess. Do you understand me? They're going to be... It makes me sad, because they're going to be, you know, purging and not eating and getting lip injections and contouring to the point where if they go missing, you ain't even gonna know what they really look like, because they don't even look like themselves. They're already doing it. They're already doing it. I love a good contour, don't get me wrong, but you should look like you. You should look like you. People shouldn't go, oh my God, who is that? You should look like who you are, and you should want to. You should want to. And if we don't change it, I'm telling y'all, our girls don't have a chance in this world. I'm serious. Our girls don't have a chance in this world if we don't stop this nonsense. I'm just telling y'all. It just hurts me to know that as a culture, 4% of women love their self. So that leaves 96% of women out there are beating theirself up on the daily. None of them look in the mirror. None of them look in the mirror and love their self. Today, when I posted, I want you as a challenge to pick 3 things a day for a week that you love about yourself. Say them to yourself, because as you say them to yourself, you'll believe it. You'll start to believe it. Women struggled with 3 things. Seriously, they couldn't. It was hard for women to say it. It was hard for me too. I really had to really dig in there. That's sad, because we brought life into the world. Do you understand? We have brought a life into this world. We have nurtured a child in our bodies. Okay? We are so talented and strong. There's so much that happens in our everyday life that if it happened to a man, they would double over and be in the fetal position. That's the truth. There wouldn't be no babies if men had to have labor. I'm telling y'all now, there wouldn't be another baby. It would be the end of the population. I'm telling y'all, the first contraction, it'd be over. We are strong, women. It's not by mistake that God chose us for Adam. He chose us for Adam. Do you understand the power we have? And we don't even know it. And we don't do nothing with it. We keep it inside and we tear ourselves down. We don't even know how to unleash it, because we done beat ourselves up so bad, we don't even know we've got power half the time. Take your power back. Do you understand me? You are not your circumstance. You are not what your daddy did. You are not what your great uncle whatever did. You are none of it. You aren't. You're strong. You're beautiful. Just because you don't look like a supermodel and you're not thin, I'm not thin either. I got on granny pants, for God's sake. I had to get higher cut britches because my gut's everywhere, okay? But you know what? This stomach birthed 3 babies. And I'm damn proud of it. You heard? I am. And 2 of them, I didn't even have an epidural. I had to, they were crowning when I got there. So I did it natural. And I'm telling you what, who runs the world? Girls. I'm telling y'all, we run the world. And it's time we get in the spotlight. I'm serious about that. Because we're always standing behind somebody. We get them there and then we back off and stand behind. Stop it. It's your time, own it, and we got to change this 4%. It makes me sad. It really, really makes me sad. And it's up to us. We're the only ones that can take our power back. Thank you, Mama. I'm strong because of you. I'm strong because of you. And I didn't even know I was strong. And even if I don't believe it, and even if you don't believe you are, keep saying it to yourself. Because if you put it in, it's just like when you put garbage in your mind and you get garbage out. If you put great and positive in, you're gonna get it out. I'm telling you. Every day when you get up, girl, you look in the mirror and you go, woo. I mean, seriously, look at yourself. Look at your life. Look at everything you've done and accomplished. And our stories are different, but yet the same, because we're all survivors. We are. Just like you see the little meme all the time, when men get the flu, they're in the bed, and when women are sick, what do? They have a kid on their hip and they're grocery shopping. It's because we're strong. We are. And we have to take our power back. It's nonsense. We've got to change this 4%. So it's time for us to rise, women. It's time. If nothing else, if not for yourself, for your daughters. Rise up for your daughters. I'm fixing to start today telling my daughters, you're beautiful today. I love your hair. I love your smile. It lights up a room. Your heart is huge. Pour into them. Pour into yourself. Because whatever you pour in, it's going to go out. It does. It is. I promise. I had to tell you that. I'm sorry. I got a little emotional. I spit on the window. I talked about my high-waisted britches. Look, I'm just telling y'all. Most days I'm a hot mess, but you know what? It's time to own it. You know what? Because when it comes right down to it, I have faced and I can face anything you throw at me. And so can you. You can. Even when you think you can't. Even when you think you can't. Because we're made that way. Women have so much power and we've given it away. We've just given it away. We've given it to men and given it to daddies that didn't love us, and we've given it to boys that didn't love us. We just give it away. Stop giving your power away. Take it back. Seriously, take it back. It's yours. It's not for everybody else. It's not meant to be that way. You're not supposed to give that away. It's yours. Hold on to it. You know? I've done it. I've given my power away a lot of times. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. 3 things. That's your challenge this week. Post a selfie if you have to. Post a status. I don't care what you post. I want y'all to, on my status, I said I wanted you to comment below it and put 3 things you love about yourself. Every day for 7 days, I want to see it. I want you to say positive things to yourself. If it doesn't make you feel different, if it doesn't change the way you feel, if it doesn't start to change your life, well, I ain't even gonna say if it doesn't, because it is. What you put in is what you put out. If you put in crap, that's what's going to be out in the world. If you put in good stuff, that's what's going to come out into the world. So fill yourself up. Fill yourself up. I love you guys so much. I'm sorry I went as a little bit all over the place, but I had to say it. I'd just been sitting on it all day and it was just stewing in me. Take your power back. 4% of women love theirself. That's got to change. And it starts with you, and it starts with me, okay? It starts with us as women. Love on women in your life. Love on yourself. It's going to change, but it's up to us to do it, okay? So get on board this with me. Let's love ourselves. So it's going to be campaign, love yourself, okay? I want to see it. Hashtag, love yourself. I want to see it. Show me. 3 things for 7 days. It's not that hard. 3 things for 7 days that you love about yourself. 3 things a day for 7 days that you love about yourself. Do it. I challenge you. Do it. No negative, nothing. 3 things that you love about yourself for a week. Hashtag, love yourself. Take your power back. 4% of women love theirself. In a study, it's shown 4% of women love theirself. Means 96% of women do not love theirself. There's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with that. Seriously. If you've got daughters and granddaughters, you better get it together and change it for them. We have to. We have to. Let's do it. Let's stomp out this 4%. Let's flip that number. 96% of women love themselves. Let's do that. We can. It starts with you and me. Let's take our power back as women. Roar. Do you hear me? Roar. I love you guys. Go spread love and light.